So, welcome to my channel, everyone. Today we'll be creating a bootable USB drive. Yeah, we'll be making this guy bootable. Firstly, just to explain the terms and everything, what is a bootable drive? Bootable drive is a drive from which you can boot into an operating system. Quite simply put, that's all. Operating system like Windows, Linux, Solaris, whatever, on any other distribution of Linux, whatever it is. So you're booting into operating system using the drive instead of buying a CD or whatever. So we're going to be doing that today, and we'll be using a software called Rufus. I'll show you how to download all that. You also need an ISO file. An ISO file is a disk image file, literally. Either you use the Windows ISO file or you use Rufus ISO file, rather, you use a Linux ISO file, whatever. You just need an ISO file. So what this video is just about is creating this into a bootable drive. That's it. So it's quite easy. The process is quite easy. I'll make it as fast as possible, as quick as possible, but you follow every single step of the way. So now we're going into the browser. You can see here, just type into your browser Rufus download. It should come up as the first in line there. We need Rufus downloads quite easily. Oh, so wasn't connected to the internet before. That's myself. So we just go into here. You can see it brought it out immediately. That's this is the latest version of Rufus. That's 3.17.exe. We are clicking that. Now, what does Rufus do? Rufus just simply creates the USB into a bootable flash. So now we can see right there that it's downloaded already. Just there, 3.7. So you can just download that, open file, and here we are. So installation is straightforward. It's pretty straightforward. Just, like we install, just say yes, 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 yes. And right here we can see Rufus has opened. That was quite fast. So at this point you insert your USB drive into the jack. That's it. And why do USB drives not just enter at once? Why do you have to try like 4 or 5 times? Has anyone ever connected a USB drive at once? Well, let me see in your comments anyway. So we need the disk or ISO file right here. You should have downloaded the ISO file prior, either from Microsoft or you can use getintopc.com. I should put the link in the description, so you should be able to get it. Although there will be another video on how to set up ISO files and all that. So click on select and go wherever you've downloaded the ISO file. It might download somewhere. Oh, there it is. That's my Windows 10 ISO file. Status, whatever. So let me quickly explain this interface to you so you get it. So we only just selected the ISO file, right? The standard Windows installation, we want it right here. Now this is where people get errors mostly. This is what I want to explain. This is mainly the purpose of the video, so you can understand what these things do. So you can see in here that this GPT partition scheme here matches with the UEFI. So if your system is UEFI enabled, not BIOS enabled, it's better you use GPT. I'm trying to go as fast as possible, but please just get it through. So we also have the MBR. In this situation, if you are using BIOS or UEFI CSM, use MBR partition. Now, some people actually go through these problems after making the drive bootable. The system seems not to see the hard drive at all, not to see the flash drive. So in such situations, it doesn't boot into the operating system at all. It just bypasses it or whatever. So this is the main problem there. Unless your system is UEFI enabled, then you can do that. Some systems actually have both, so you can switch between BIOS and UEFI. When it's on BIOS, it will tell you no operating system detected. That's if you use the UEFI installation. So that might be another video later on, but let's go on. Leave it as a GPT since newer systems use UEFI mode, and then go ahead and click on start. Quite easy. It will destroy all data on the flash. Actually, the flash will lose every single data on it. So You should have backed that up somewhere. Click OK. Now I'll pause the video, and once it's done, we're good to go. And that is done, and you have your bootable drive installed right there. So all you have to do now is just point it into the operating system and put it into your system and boot directly from there. It's quite easy, guys. If you've learned a thing or two from this video, please remember to like or subscribe. I'm fairly new on the YouTube space, and I really don't understand how things go on here, but I would like to see your comments on it so I can create better videos next time. Thank you very much. Have a great day.